I'm Sarah Fergani with your headlines today. A former dance hall and bar goes up in flames overnight. That building was once Midnight Rodeo Dance Hall on Nacogdoches on the northeast side. Fire Chief Charles Hood was on the scene. Firefighters were working to get it under control when flames just started shooting through the roof again. No one was hurt. And a tragic end to the Amber Alert out of Rosenberg today. Police say one-year-old Leilani Ordonez has died. The child was rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead following a police chase with her father, Alexander Ordonez. Police say he is also dead. The baby was last seen Tuesday night in Rosenberg. Police there say Ordonez stabbed a man and stole his truck before taking off with the child who was with a babysitter. That truck was spotted around 2 a.m. in Sugar Land, but the driver refused to stop, leading police on a chase. The former SAPD officer who shot a 17-year-old has a pre-trial date slated for the 23rd of this month. That is according to online records. Meanwhile, Tuesday night, a vigil was held at the Northside McDonald's where it happened.
Prayers for Eric.
Prayers for Eric.
Change for Eric.
Change for Eric.
The group calling for change and justice says they want more accountability. And in a statement from Cantu's mom, she said Officer James Brennan, quote, did not have to gun down my child. He did not have to mutilate his young body with bullets, but he did, end quote. SAPD fired Brennan and he was criminally charged following the shooting. For the first time, we're also hearing the 911 calls for help coming from inside Robb Elementary. The recordings were obtained by the Texas Tribune and ProPublica. And we want to warn you that audio is difficult to hear, but we think it is important to share as we try and work to get answers and accountability.
I'm aware. I was talking to you earlier. You're still there in your room? You're still in room 112? Yeah. Okay, you stay on the line with me. Do not disconnect.
Can you tell them to go to my room?
I already told them to go to the room. We're trying to get someone to you.
That call was from fourth grader Chloe Torres, who survived the shooting. She was inside the classroom telling 911 there were a lot of people killed, and it took 77 minutes for law enforcement to enter the classroom and end the shooting. Their slow response has led to state and federal investigations. A much more detailed account of these 911 calls is on KENS5.com right now. Also, that school shooting and school safety is a huge topic in the Texas governor's race. Today, Beto O'Rourke will visit a polling place in Uvalde. The Democrat says in the 23 weeks since the massacre, Governor Abbott has done nothing to prevent it from happening again. And last week, Abbott announced $400 million in funding to help school districts replace doors and windows, along with other security upgrades. $15 million was also set aside to help build a new elementary school in Uvalde. An argument over alcohol ends with one man in the hospital and another on the run. Officers got that call overnight Wednesday for a house on West Poplar on the west side. And that's where they found the victim, who was stabbed and slashed. So far, police think the victim and suspect were arguing about whether to keep drinking or not. The victim is stable at the hospital. Police are still looking for the man who stabbed him. Flu cases in Bexar County are rising earlier and faster, and the health district says we may actually have less immunity to the flu than in years past. Just 3 weeks into flu season, health district data already shows the percentage of flu-related healthcare visits have more than doubled compared to previous years. Metro Health says the dominant strain is currently H3N2, and it's often more severe.
Where H3N2 was the dominant strain, we've seen more hospitalizations and more severe illnesses.
The latest flu shot does include protection to the H3N2 strain, according to Metro Health. The first nationwide settlement from a major pharmacy over how it handled prescribing addictive painkillers. CVS settled the opioid lawsuits and now has to pay $5 billion. The company says the payments will be made to state, local, and Native American tribal governments. The total number of deals to settle lawsuits related to the opioid epidemic is now more than $45 billion. We're less than 1 week away from Election Day. You have until Friday to cast your vote early. Later this morning, we will get an update from Bexar County on how early voting is going so far. Election Administrator Jackie Callanan will hold a news conference at 10:30. So far, nearly 245,000 Bexar County voters have cast their ballots early and in person. The largest Thanksgiving dinner event in the country is now looking for volunteers. Registration opens today for people looking to help out with the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner. That annual tradition will be returning to the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Volunteers can begin signing up at 9:30 this morning, and you can learn a lot more about that event on our website at also rauljimenez-dinner.com/volunteer. And meteorologist Paul Morales has your forecast today.
All right, we got some fog along the I-35 corridor, also eastern hill country this morning. Otherwise, a mix of clouds and sun, high at about 77. And this evening, temperatures in the 70s.
That's KENS 5 News now. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us online. And if you're in front of the TV, be sure to tune in to KENS 5, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.